Imagine boarding a plane, feeling safe, and trusting it will fly. Now, consider this: 189 people lost their lives in the Lion Air Flight 610 disaster. Boeing's 737 MAX was at the center of this tragedy. Today, we'll explore the critical flaws of the 737 MAX and what went wrong. In October 2018, Lion Air Flight 610 took off from Jakarta. It soon crashed into the Java Sea, just 13 minutes into the flight. Investigations revealed significant aviation technology issues. This incident led to worldwide scrutiny of Boeing's practices. The Boeing 737 MAX was supposed to be revolutionary. It featured new engines and enhanced fuel efficiency. However, the design changes introduced a problematic safety system called MCAS. This system helped prevent stalls but had fatal flaws. Let's break down the issues step by step. First, the MCAS system relied heavily on one sensor. If that sensor malfunctioned, MCAS could push the plane's nose down unexpectedly. This flaw led to both the Lion Air crash and a subsequent crash of Ethiopian Airlines flight. Next, Boeing prioritized speed over safety. They rushed the 737 MAX to market, overlooking vital testing. They communicated poorly with pilots about MCAS, leaving them unprepared in emergencies. This failure highlights the importance of transparent communication. It's essential to understand how this impacts passengers. Imagine being a pilot, suddenly losing control. You rely on systems that should keep you safe, but they don't respond as expected. The result is tragic, and the consequences are far-reaching. After the accidents, worldwide grounding of the 737 MAX took place. Investigations revealed regulatory failures as well. The FAA faced criticism for its oversight on Boeing. Safety protocols were clearly insufficient in this instance. In response to these events, Boeing made significant changes. New safety protocols and improved training procedures emerged. Transparency increased, with better pilot communication. This tragic chapter in aviation history prompts critical reflections on safety. To summarize, the Boeing 737 MAX tragedies remind us of aviation's complexities. Safety cannot be compromised, and procedures must be ironclad. The loss of 189 lives was a wake-up call for the entire industry. If you found this video informative, please like and subscribe. Share your thoughts in the comments. What are your views on aviation safety? Join us next time for more insights into the aviation world. The aftermath of the Lion Air tragedy ignited a global conversation about aviation safety protocols. Investigators worked tirelessly to uncover the truth behind the crashes, revealing just how much trust is placed in technology. Regulators around the world began questioning their own practices and oversight complexities, demanding improved safety measures and rigorous checks. In turn, airlines reassessed their training programs, emphasizing the need for preparedness in the cockpit. Boeing developed a series of modifications to address the MCAS system's flaws, ensuring it would now draw data from multiple sensors rather than relying solely on one. These enhancements aimed at restoring confidence in the 737 MAX, reflecting a newfound commitment to safety over expediency. Meanwhile, pilots underwent comprehensive retraining programs that focused on the nuanced operation of the altered systems, enhancing their ability to respond to potential emergencies. The industry as a whole recognized that safety is an ongoing journey, not merely a destination reached after a crisis. As discussions about the future of the Boeing 737 MAX unfolded, the implications extended beyond just technical fixes. Stakeholders from manufacturers to regulators and airlines were involved in shaping a culture of safety that demanded accountability. Activism surged among families of the victims, advocating for stricter regulations and enhanced industry norms to prevent such tragedies from recurring. Together, they highlighted the emotional toll of losing loved ones in the name of progress, fueling a collective drive toward change. Public trust in aviation needed rebuilding, and every step towards reform was essential in honoring the memory of those who lost their lives. Despite the intense scrutiny and challenges, Boeing's journey of recovery sparked discussions on innovation and responsibility in aviation. Recognizing the failures of the past, the company aimed to set a new standard, not just for the 737 MAX, but for the industry overall. Safety became the cornerstone of their strategy, intertwining technology with ethics, and emphasizing a commitment to passenger welfare above all else. The lessons learned were now pivotal in reshaping practices, marking a definitive shift away from a culture that once prioritized profits over protection. Ultimately, the tragic losses aboard Lion Air Flight 610 and Ethiopian Airlines served as a catalyst for change, urging all stakeholders to unify their efforts. The future of aviation safety hinged on collaboration, transparency, and the unwavering resolve to honor the memories of those affected through improved systems and steadfast vigilance. In this way, the shadow of the past illuminated a pathway to a safer aviation landscape. In this renewed focus on safety, the aviation industry began to embrace a culture of continuous improvement rather than reactive fixes. Safety audits became more frequent, and industry leaders attended global conferences to share best practices and lessons learned. This collective awakening highlighted the necessity for ongoing dialogue and shared responsibility among all parties involved. Airlines revisited their operational frameworks, adopting a proactive stance that prioritizes passenger security and reinforces the belief that safety is paramount. As the industry moved forward, the memory of those lost remained a guiding light in their quest for excellence. The journey of the Boeing 737 MAX serves as a sobering reminder of the importance of vigilance in aviation safety. It is a clarion call for enduring commitment to the well-being of passengers and accountability at all levels, ensuring that such tragedies never occur again. In the wake of these disasters, the aviation community found itself at a crossroads. Regulators and industry leaders recognized that the trust passengers placed in air travel was not just a privilege but a responsibility that required unwavering dedication to safety. Stakeholders began to collaborate more closely, fostering an environment where lessons from past mistakes could translate into actionable improvements. This collective resolve aimed to ensure that every flight departed with not only the latest technology but also a comprehensive safety net that included rigorous training and transparent communication. As discussions deepened, the urgency for a more robust safety culture escalated. Airlines initiated comprehensive reviews of their operational procedures, moving beyond compliance checks to embrace a philosophy that advocated for safety as an integral part of their mission. They reorganized their training programs to incorporate scenario-based simulations, preparing crews for various emergencies, thereby instilling a far greater sense of readiness in the cockpit. The lessons learned from these tragic events reverberated throughout the aviation industry, prompting a critical reassessment of relationships between manufacturers, regulators, and airlines. Workshops and symposiums flourished, where experts exchanged insights on best practices for safety management and risk mitigation, recognizing that a collaborative approach was essential for sustainable change. Together, they voiced a renewed commitment to redefining success, emphasizing that safety achievements would not be measured merely in profits but in lives saved and trust restored, as they aimed to honor the memory of those lost in resolving to improve. As these initiatives unfolded, families of the victims remained at the forefront, advocating not only for accountability but also for a greater understanding of the emotional burden borne by those left behind. Their voices became a powerful catalyst for change, urging all involved to confront the harsh realities of loss and to prioritize the human element in every regulation and protocol. With each meeting, these families illustrated that the quest for safety was not just a technical obligation, it was a moral imperative, transforming statistics into personal stories, ensuring that their loved ones would never be forgotten. The aviation industry, as a united front, committed to embedding this sense of urgency into its culture, striving to prevent future tragedies and restore the promise of safe travel for all passengers. In doing so, they paved the way for a new era of thoughtful oversight, where lessons from the past guided every decision made, reflecting a steadfast determination to keep the skies safe once more. As the industry restructured itself, aircraft manufacturers explored innovative technologies designed to enhance safety. The introduction of automated systems was approached with caution, emphasizing the need for redundancy and robust fail-safes. Furthermore, pilots were empowered with advanced simulators that mirrored real-world emergencies, ensuring they could navigate critical situations effectively. Through these collective efforts, the aviation community fostered an ethical environment where safety protocols were regularly evaluated. Each step forward was seen not only as a means of regaining public trust, but also as an unwavering commitment to the lives of those who fly. These reforms initiated a renaissance in aviation safety, emphasizing the paramount importance of vigilance, awareness, and an enduring focus on the human experience within aviation. The transformed landscape of aviation safety was characterized by an ongoing dialogue that transcended borders and companies alike. Pilots, engineers, and regulatory bodies engaged in meaningful conversations to dismantle silos, recognizing that knowledge sharing was essential for foundational change. The industry's commitment extended to ensuring that diverse perspectives were considered, employing specialists in human factors, safety engineering, and data analysis to inform practices. This holistic approach aimed to establish a multi-dimensional safety framework that integrated technology with human elements, reflecting on how decisions made in the boardroom directly impacted those in the cockpit. Furthermore, public awareness campaigns were structured to emphasize the importance of understanding aviation safety, fostering a culture where passengers felt informed and empowered about their journeys. Amidst these welcomed changes, the journey toward ensuring comprehensive aviation safety remained intricate and multifaceted. Regulators implemented stricter oversight measures, demanding detailed documentation of safety management systems from airlines. Every corner of the industry began adopting a proactive rather than reactive mindset regarding potential hazards, emphasizing that learning was perpetual. Through open forums and regular stakeholder meetings, discussions on risk assessments became standard practice, reinforcing the notion that safety improvements must be continuous and collaborative. Training protocols were meticulously scrutinized, with greater emphasis placed on human error and decision-making processes under duress. The aim was to cultivate resilience among flight crews, preparing them for unexpected malfunctions with a sense of assurance and readiness. Moreover, the aviation industry embraced transparency by actively involving the public in safety initiatives. Regular updates on safety practices and enhancements were shared via various platforms, ensuring passengers understood the steps being taken to secure their well-being. This newfound openness aimed to bridge the gap between the aviation sector and the traveling public, fostering a sense of partnership in the quest for safe air travel. As stakeholders recalibrated their approaches to safety, the aviation landscape began to shift profoundly. Collaborative research initiatives emerged, where industry leaders pooled resources to innovate and enhance safety measures. By leveraging technology, they developed predictive analytics that could identify potential mechanical issues before they arose, emphasizing a proactive stance to maintenance. Additionally, the integration of artificial intelligence in cockpit systems became a focal point, promising seamless data analysis that would assist pilots in making informed decisions during critical moments. This commitment to innovation was paired with a deep understanding that safety transcended mere compliance, evolving into a shared ethos among all involved in aviation. As the echoes of past tragedies served as constant reminders, the industry united under the principle that the journey towards safety is not a destination, but an ongoing commitment, fostering trust and solidarity in the skies. As the industry implemented these changes, it stood at a pivotal moment, with the promise of a safer future shaping every decision made. The commitment to embedding safety into the very fabric of air travel was not just a duty but a defining philosophy, ensuring that lessons learned from tragedies became the foundation for a renewed aviation culture. Airlines, manufacturers, and regulators came together, united by a shared purpose, to honor the memories of those lost by elevating safety above all else. They recognized that the path forward requires steadfast vigilance and collaboration, where every individual plays a crucial role in fostering a safer flying experience for generations to come. As the world watched, hope blossomed, an enduring promise that aviation's journey is now anchored in a conscientious pursuit of safety. In this transformed mindset, airlines recognized that ongoing education was vital in cultivating a culture of safety. Training programs expanded to include comprehensive psychological assessments for pilots and crew members, highlighting the importance of mental well-being in high-pressure environments. Furthermore, collaboration with mental health professionals became standard practice, ensuring that support systems were in place for those who faced the emotional toll of their profession. By fostering an environment where mental health was prioritized, the industry aimed to enhance decision-making processes and overall safety outcomes, reinforcing the idea that effective communication and well-being are at the heart of air travel. As the dialogue around safety evolved, it fostered a heightened sense of shared responsibility among every stakeholder involved in aviation. Each entity, from manufacturers to regulatory agencies, began to identify their unique roles in a larger collaborative effort aimed at safeguarding passengers and ensuring that technology served to enhance human oversight rather than replace it. This transformative approach ensured that the lessons of the past would inform a more optimistic and secure aviation future. The lessons learned from these tragedies resonate deeply in the heart of the aviation industry. Together, stakeholders embraced the challenge to build a safer aviation future, ensuring that the memories of those lost continue to inspire transformative change and unwavering commitment to passenger safety.